everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Love Shreveport Lagniappe. I'm your host, Corey Williams. Great day, great show. We're excited about today. And to start off, we want to say to everyone, welcome to July. Today is July the 1st. And I'm telling you, time is actually moving very, very fast. We're in the thick of some great and amazing things happening within our city. And today, I'm giving you time to share this video, this stream, this live with everyone you know. Those of you that are on Facebook, make sure you're doing us a favor and clicking the share button. Those of you that are on YouTube, do me a favor. Grab the link, share it, because today is First Wednesdays, and you already know what First Wednesdays mean. That means we've got our mayor that's coming on with Moment with the Mayor. He'll be up shortly. We're going to have a conversation about some things that are happening this week in our city, some exciting things within our city. But as you know, we've got to always make sure that you are all connected with us on all of our platforms. Why these platforms, you're asking? Well, these platforms are the platforms you need to get to when it's for any information that we have going on. I'm talking Instagram. You see it there from the top down. Instagram, if you've got Comcast cable, we found out that there's a lot of our senior citizens who have Comcast cable that watch. They watch all of the time. And so we have a channel called Love Shreveport TV Channel 6. And we want you to make sure you're getting this information to them as well, because information is going out on this channel as well. Threads, the website, www.shreveportla.gov, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and yes, many of you have been so excited. We've been seeing the comments. You're following us on TikTok, and there is a great following there. We want to say thank you for following us and joining us on TikTok. All right. So again, we're excited about today, and we're definitely giving you all just a quick moment before we bring our mayor up, so that you can, make sure that all of your family and friends around you, connected to you on Facebook and on YouTube, are connected with us right here today. So again, Facebookers, make sure you click the share button. YouTubers, make sure you take the link, send it out very quickly, because I'm getting ready to bring up our mayor so that we can have our moment with the mayor. All right. So without further ado, we're going to bring our mayor up on with us. Mayor, how's your day going?
Day's going well. A little warm.
Oh my God, absolutely. I'm telling you, it's not waiting to the afternoon. The mornings are very, very warm. I walked out this morning, I was like, oh my God, yes. So it's something right now.
Yep, it'll take the starch right out of your shirt.
Absolutely. But Mayor, we want to thank you for joining us again. We are in the middle of a very, very busy summer here in Shreveport, especially with America 250. And of course, we'll just start off. Tell us in your mind and your thoughts, what stood out to you so far as relates to America 250.
Thank you, Corey. Even though summer is only about 10 days long officially, it's already been a full summer, and that is a good thing. America 250 has given us a chance to celebrate our country, but also to tell Shreveport's story. And we've already had several events that brought people together in a meaningful way. And the first one I want to mention, this is a year when lots of anniversaries are happening. And we'll get into some of that a little bit later. But one of the big anniversaries was the 100th anniversary of the founding of Columbia Park in the Highland neighborhood. And we had that celebration on June the 13th. It was a great day. People came out, we celebrated the park. That park has meant so much to many generations of Shreveport residents. My wife grew up in the Highland neighborhood, and she's been going to that Columbia Park all of her life and has seen it go through many lifetimes. And in addition to that, we were able to give out American flags because the next day, June 14th, was Flag Day. So we gave out American flags, and I hope people will take those flags and other ones that they have and will wave them proudly this weekend as we celebrate America's 250th birthday on Independence Day, July 4th.
Absolutely, Mayor. One of the biggest pieces of America 250 has been the lecture series The threads that bind us. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I can. That lecture series has been one of the most meaningful parts of our celebration. And I've had the opportunity to attend the three that we've already had. I'm going to tell you about the one that we have tonight, which is our fourth and final one. But this given us a chance to pause and learn more about important parts of our shared history. So we've heard presentations on Juneteenth, women in history, and last night we had a lecture on the history of our medical facilities with Dr. Charles Vincent at LSU Health, which was very interesting to learn about the legislators in the late 1860s and early 1870s that founded what we now know as our Charity Hospital Center system, what we now know as LSU Health. All of that really had its origin in a group of black legislators in the late 1860s now and 1870s that established the charity hospital system. So these programs are important because they give us context. There's a lot that we know. Everybody knows about Captain Henry Miller Shreve and the Shrevetown Company, but they don't necessarily know about some of the other aspects of Shreveport's history that are very important to who we are as a people now. So these events remind us that history isn't just something we read about in a book. It affects the communities we live in, the institutions we rely on, and the way we understand the present. So I appreciate everyone who has helped make this series possible, and I'm glad people had the opportunity to take part in person and online. So I've been live streaming the lectures on my Mayor Tom Arsenault Facebook page. Wow. So you can watch them live or anytime at your convenience, and that will also be true for tonight's.
Absolutely. And so that kind of makes us pivot right into what's happening tonight. There's another lecture happening tonight. Can you get more detail as it relates to that lecture that's happening tonight, Mayor?
Yeah, this one should be really interesting because it's a part of our history that most of us don't know much about. Chief John Mark Davis of the Adai-Caddo Indians will give a lecture on Adai-Caddo Indian history at the Louisiana State Exhibit Museum on Greenwood Road. Now, this is a pretty cool night because the museum normally closes at 4 o'clock, but they're going to stay open through 4 to 6 so that people can go and see that museum before they hear the lecture. The museum is a fabulous place. It's in the round, and it has depictions of various parts of our history. It's affiliated with the Smithsonian. It's a great place to have a lecture, but it's a great place to go see too. So long before Shreveport became the city we know today, this land already had a history, a culture, and a people connected to it. So I hope people come out for tonight's lecture, and it's a great opportunity. You know, there were two parts of the Caddo Adai tribe. One part sold to Larkin Edwards, and they moved to Oklahoma, and then one part stayed. And this is the story about those parts of the Caddo Adai Indian tribe that stayed in Shreveport. I haven't heard about this history, so I am going to be there tonight. I look forward to it.
Wow. So again, ladies and gentlemen, as you see on your screen there, Mayor is talking about the lecture that's happening tonight, the Indian Nation History Lecture, again tonight. Doors open at 4. The lecture begins at 6. The museum will reopen from 4 until the end of the presentation. Refreshments will be served during that time as well. So we want many of you that can and will be a part of this amazing lecture. Again, this series has been entitled Threads, the Threads That Bind Us, a Shreveport History series. Now, Mayor, there's also something very, very special, a special ceremony that's happening Thursday at the Strand Theater. So much is going on this week. We're excited. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, the Strand is going to be a real place to be tomorrow afternoon because at 2 o'clock there'll be a program at the Strand. This is free to the public, by the way. There'll be a program that will feature a group called the Victory Bells. The Victory Bells are a group of women who perform music from the World War II era. They're affiliated with the World War II Museum in New Orleans. I have heard them perform, and they are fabulous. So it's a terrific deal. And that leads up to a very important ceremony. At 3 o'clock, there will be a naturalization ceremony where a number of people who've been working very hard to become American citizens will be granted their American citizenship. I have been to several of these, including last year's, and it is a very moving ceremony to see these folks who have voluntarily come from another country and they want to become American citizens. So I am so excited about this. Judge Maury Hicks is going to preside over it. I know that Judge Hicks is excited about it. It's going to be a great way to kind of gear yourself up for the big July 4th weekend.
Absolutely. And speaking of the July 4th weekend that's upon us, even Friday evening, there's another big America 250 event at Cross Lake. So much to do. Tell us some more about this event at Cross Lake, Mayor.
Well, if you want to party, this is the weekend to do it in Shreveport, I can tell you. So Friday evening, we will be celebrating another 100-year anniversary. That is the 100-year anniversary of Cross Lake, which is one of Shreveport's greatest treasures. So it's been our water source for a century, but it's also part of the identity of our city. People have grown up fishing there, boating there, watching sunsets there, and spending time with family and friends on the lake. So Friday night, we're inviting everyone to Ford Park for a free evening of family fun. The event begins at 7 with an outdoor showing of the movie National Treasure. And then at 9:30, there will be a fireworks show over Cross Lake. So if you like fireworks, this is the weekend to be in Shreveport to where it's going to be safe and people are going to have a lot of fun, because we're going to talk a little bit later on. We're going to talk about about what's going on July 4th on Saturday. But Friday night, there'll be fireworks over the lake, which will be really cool.
And so, again, you see it on the screens, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make sure that you have this information. Again, so much to do. The fireworks show, the movie is happening Friday, and all this is happening at Cross Lake. Again, celebrating 100. Wow, a century of beauty. And we definitely want all of you to come out. Mayor, this sounds like a classic summer night.
Well, it is. I think the weather is going to cooperate. It'll be a little warm, so dress comfortably. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your family and friends, and it's free. It's a chance to celebrate Cross Lake, celebrate our country, and enjoy a beautiful evening of fireworks on the water.
So we're going to get fireworks on Friday. Then Saturday is the big Independence Day celebration downtown. What can people expect? Sounds like we're going to get a double dose of fireworks.
Saturday, July 4th, of course, is a full day of celebration in downtown Shreveport. There'll be family activities, live music, a USA quilt display, food, fireworks, plenty of people, plenty of things for people of all ages to enjoy. And it's designed to be a celebration for the whole community. So we are excited to have, again, performances by the Victory Bells, who will also be performing at the naturalization ceremony. We'll also have the Shreveport Symphony Brass Ensemble. And I'm especially looking forward to a performance by the Mount Canaan Baptist Church Choir and by Max Chambers. Now, if you don't remember who Max is, Max came in second on The Voice, and he is a Shreveport teenager who has just, he performed on Broadway, and he's been on The Voice. So we should be very proud of Max, and we'll get a chance to hear him perform. We're going to have patriotic music. We're going to have food. We're going to have fun. We're going to have celebrations. We're even going to have apple pie, because apple pie is the American kind of standard, and we're having an apple pie contest. That the judging is happening today. The First Lady is serving as one of the judges, and I know she'll enjoy that. She probably won't need any dinner, but the winners will be announced during Saturday's celebration. So that'll be a fun part of the day, and we'll have a nice community touch to a larger Independence Day celebration.
I'm telling y'all, if you don't have anything to do, even if you have something to do, it sounds like you just need to cancel all your other plans and make sure you're part of all of these great festivities that are going on within the city of Shreveport this weekend. And a part of that downtown celebration, Mayor, is the Bourbon and Barbecue Festival presented by the Red River Rebel. Let's talk about that a little bit.
That's a great addition to the weekend. I've got my tickets, and I'm looking forward to being there on Saturday. And the Red River Rebel is presenting Bourbon and Barbecue from 5 to 10 at Riverview Hall. Now, this is a ticketed VIP experience, so it's tickets only. There is a website for Bourbon and Barbecue. You can buy your tickets there, like I did. Have a VIP experience with bourbon samplings, barbecue pairings from local chefs, reserved and secure downtown parking, and inclusive indoor space, I might add, on a hot July 4th afternoon. So anybody who wants more information, there's a Facebook page for it, and they can also visit bourbonandbarbecue.com, bourbon, the word, and barbecue.com. So, the Red River Rebel, this is another one of those celebrations that we're doing. The Rebel is 50 years old this year, and it started with the bicentennial celebration in 1976. So we're glad to have them involved in America 250 in a very, very strong way.
So, Mayor, you're telling me people can enjoy free downtown celebrations, and then if they want the VIP experience, they can get tickets to Bourbon and Barbecue.
Absolutely right. That and now all the other activities on the riverfront besides Bourbon and Barbecue, those are all free to the public, and there'll be food trucks, and you name it, they'll have it. I'm hopeful, and I think that the fountains will be working, so that if you really get if you really feel it hot, maybe you go through the fountains. But we should have just a great day on Saturday to celebrate the 250th anniversary of our great country.
This all sounds very, very exciting for our city, even starting tonight, as we talked about the lecture series. So when you think about or take a look at the lecture series, the naturalization ceremony, Cross Lake, July 4th downtown, the Bourbon Barbecue, what do you think all of this says about Shreveport?
Well, Corey, it says that Shreveport is a city with history, character, and community pride. And we're not just celebrating one day. We're celebrating who we are, where we came from, and where we're going. So America 250 is about the country, but it's also about local communities. Shreveport has played its own role in the American story. And this is our opportunity to tell that story in a way that brings people together.
Absolutely. So what would you say to someone, Mayor, who has not made plans for the holiday weekend?
Okay, we can start tonight. Come to the lecture tonight. Come to the naturalization ceremony Thursday. Come to Cross Lake on Friday, and then come downtown on Saturday. You don't have to spend a penny to do all of those things. Bring your children, invite your neighbors, and enjoy what's happening in Shreveport. There are plenty of things people can do out of town, but this weekend, there is a lot to enjoy right here at home. So I would love to see everybody out celebrating safely and enjoying our city this weekend. It'll be a great weekend.
Mayor, absolutely phenomenal. Again, first Wednesdays, Moment with the Mayor. You always come with some amazing information. And we thank you again for your time and this opportunity to share with us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Again, we appreciate you. Thank you for joining us today, Mayor.
Thank you, Corey. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a safe, happy, and fun 4th of July weekend.
There it is. Thank you again. Ladies and gentlemen, we just heard from our mayor from Moment with the Mayor. So much is going on. And I need you to do me a favor. You make sure, in fact, I'm going to put it back on the screen here, because with all that's going on this weekend, you do not want to miss one event. Not one do you want to miss. You want to be a part of everything that's happening this weekend, starting tonight with the lecture series all the way through the weekend. Friday, Saturday is going to be absolutely amazing. Free, as the mayor said, free. Just bring your lawn chairs, bring your excitement, bring your kids. Don't leave anybody at home. Go through the neighborhood and tell them to come on with you as you're leaving as well. But you definitely, if you think you're going to forget, that means you got to make sure you're connected with us on these platforms, because we've been already reminding you on these platforms of the things that's happening. We'll be continuously reminding you as the days come closer to these different events. So we definitely do not want you to miss out on any of these events. So make sure you are staying connected with us this weekend. Absolutely phenomenal. We're excited about it. And then, of course, if you're just out and about and you're around, we want to remind you, I know it's hot out there, but we have cooling centers. Cooling centers are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You see the different locations there: Valencia Park, David Raines, Bilberry, Airport Park, Bill Cockrell. You do not have to endure this heat continuously. Make a stop if you need to our cooling centers and get cooled off as you continue out through your day. And then, of course, don't forget that our spray grounds are open as well daily, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. You see the locations there on the screen: AC Steer Purple Park, AB Palmer, Airport Park, Bilberry, CC Antoine Park, David Raines, Downtown Spray Ground, that's across from Sideport Discovery Center, Hattie Perry, Lakeside Park, Quirby's Park, Valencia. All of these park locations are available with spray grounds, so you can take your young people to enjoy the spray grounds as well. And then, as we've been sharing with you during your summer travels, you do not have to go anywhere else to fly out. You want to fly Shreveport first. You can, I'm telling you, straight nonstop flights to Orlando, nonstop flights to places like Destin, Fort Walton Beach. And then, of course, if you want to just, hey, I want to go to Nashville, we've got a nonstop flight. All you got to do is go to Allegiant.com and you can enjoy these flights and summer travels, inexpensive, should I say, summer travels. All you got to do, that's right, is fly Shreveport first. Before we get out of here, we're going to hear a special message from our mayor, for July the 4th. Take a listen at this.
I'm Mayor Tom Arsenault. Independence Day is our chance to reflect on our nation's history, honor those who helped secure our freedoms, and celebrate the values that continue to unite us as Americans. This year is especially meaningful as we celebrate America's 250th birthday, and Shreveport has planned a summer full of activities and events to mark the occasion. One of the highlights will be our America 250 Independence Day celebration in downtown Shreveport on July 4th. One of the highlights will be our America 250 Independence Day celebration in downtown Shreveport on July 4th. We invite you to join us for a day filled with live entertainment, family-friendly activities, food, contests, and a spectacular fireworks show to cap off the evening. You'll enjoy the performances by the Victory Bells, the Shreveport Symphony Brass Ensemble, the Mount Canaan Choir, a local superstar, Max Chambers, and many more. Bring your family, friends, and neighbors to celebrate America's 250th birthday in the city of Shreveport. During these celebrations, I hope you'll take time to celebrate both our nation's history and our bright future ahead. We look forward to celebrating with you. Have a safe and happy 4th of July.
Again, we're excited about all the things that are happening this week starting tonight. That's what I'm saying, this week starting tonight through the weekend. Have a safe, and exciting America 250 celebration, 4th of July, everything that's coming this week. You can do it with protection, with safety, and you can do it again right here in Shreveport. Well, that's all the time we've got for you for today. It is Love Shreveport Lagniappe. We wanted to drop something a little extra for you during the day, and that was with our mayor, Tom Arsenault, with Moment with the Mayor. All right. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you again on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, 12 noon, Facebook and YouTube. Take care now. Bye-bye then.